So today on the show, in all seriousness, I'd like to unpack a topic of retirement red flags. So I read an article that said, and I quote, U.S. retirees blow nearly $1 of every $3 on a single expense. Here's what it costs you each year.
Hmm.
That's super,
I bet I know what it is.
what is it?
Pickleball.
I actually wouldn't doubt that.
I'm just teasing. I'm not against pickleball.
No,
It's
he
a
loves
wonderful,
pickleball.
wonderful sport.
Yes. The answer is, drum roll, please add that, our engineers, is housing. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, it's interesting because one of the things that we know is that behavior definitely changes. And we
Hmm.
talk about this a lot, that, while who you are as an individual and the things that you tend to like or don't like maybe doesn't significantly change over the course of one's life.
Hmm.
But we do know that as a consumer, we move through different phases, and at different points in life, we end up spending more on different types of things. In fact,
Yeah.
this is so well known that while we often talk about inflation from a couple different metrics, but one of the broader ones is the CPI or Consumer Price Index,
Okay.
there's actually different variations of that. In fact, there's something called the CPIE, which measures inflation specifically for individuals that are 62 and older. And the reason that
Oh,
exists
okay.
is because where people in retirement tend to spend money often is different than where, someone in their 20s or 30s or 40s might be spending money.
Yeah.
And while one of the biggest differences with, the CPIE versus the regular consumer price index is that it tends to overweight, so weight more towards healthcare costs,
Hmm.
and it actually reduces weighting towards things like transportation and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
that's because of some of those behavioral things. When you're not commuting to work, you don't
Hmm.
spend quite as much
Or
on
maybe buying clothes for
buying
work or
clothes.
professional clothes,
Exactly.
things
So
like
some of
that.
those things might come into it also. And when we model things for people and try to extrapolate what a retirement budget might look like, there's certain modifications we make
Hmm.
for, increasing entertainment and travel, other
Hmm.
things like that, maybe
Hmm.
decreasing, like you said, like clothes and transportation and some of those different aspects.
Hmm.
But one of the ones that I think often does get overlooked is the cost for housing.
Hmm.
And it's not so much that your housing costs increase in
Hmm.
retirement.
Hmm.
It's that when you think about where you're spending money in retirement, if you still carry a mortgage or have high property taxes
Hmm.
or HOA fees or something like that, that may end up becoming a larger percentage
Hmm.
of your overall total expenses.